Well, well, well. If it isn't the last stream of the cycle. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Mojo Labs, hey, Juliette Rosal? I don't speak French, but hey, good to see ya. The Real Blue Dragon, the Real Big Blue Dragon, that shouldn't have been that hard to say. And I do speak English. But hello. Brilliana. Names are giving me trouble today. Hi, everyone. We have our work cut out for us today. So, let me show you what I've been up to. It's a beautiful sight, isn't it? Clock Tower came out so good. Still so very happy with that look. Firstly, for those of you who were in the last stream 2 weeks ago, you might remember I was working on a special build, which is now complete. I'm not going to give you too many details on this, but this is the World Forge. And in summary, to put it very basic for now, you'll get plenty of details in the episode, which should be probably about 2 weeks from now. Something like that. This is the new task game, Task Game 2.0. It's more complicated than that, but essentially that is what it is. And it is fully complete. Everything is in place. I'm very happy with how it came out. It ended up being a lot more work than I expected. Oh my god, manually building lava lakes is something else. I did not know how bad that was. Maybe I did it the dumb way. There might be a better way to do it than I did it. But oh my god, it's hard. It was probably 10 to 15 hours of getting and placing lava, because they don't stack, and then you have to worry about burning yourself as you're placing them. So it's rough, but it is done. And I'm very, very excited. So what we are working on, right? This is Task Game 2.0. So today we are working on essentially the first task of the new system. And there's some very, very special stuff to show in regards to that. So in order to do that, I have spent the last 2 days just grinding so very much stone. Oh, of course we're starting the stream and it starts weather now. We have bad weather, but I decided it would be a good idea of, I'm gonna make Viking do a survival island, basically. For those of you who don't know, think Skyblock, but it's an island instead of a skyblock. So you have to do everything just on the island. And I decided I don't want to just find a random island. I want to make this a really special island. So I'm gonna build this island from scratch. Well, I should have done a little more math before doing this, because after doing some rough calculations, this island is gonna take, in the ballpark, this is a super rough estimate because obviously it's kind of hard to calculate this particular volume, but 25,000 stone, more than what I have done. I've already put in probably 5,000 stone, and I have gathered up about another 10,000 or so stone between these 3 chests and this shulker, plus I have a couple stacks in my inventory. But yeah, so I maybe have, if I'm really lucky and I do things smart, I've got 75% of the stone I need, but realistically it's probably closer to 50%. So yes, I'm grinding my stones, Joanne. Very nice. Yeah, so we do have one very special thing, right? So Viking's gonna have 10 days on this island once it's done. There's a mystery he is going to have to unpack as we go, and you'll probably get some insight into it as we go. You may even be noticing that I'm going to be burying a shipwreck. This was a real shipwreck, by the way. This was the ocean floor originally. Yeah, draining this was a nightmare because I only have a stack of sponges. This was supposed to be oh yeah, I can knock this out 2-3 days. I'm already 2-3 days in, and we're yeah, probably 50% done. So Viking's gonna have to spend 10 real life days here. So today, oh, and another part is the island is cursed, right? And to contribute to the curse, I'm gonna place, trying to figure out which shelter it's in, a bunch of creakings in here. I don't know if I'm gonna use all of them, but for today's stream, any new channel members gets to have a creaking added. So one channel member or subscriber on Twitch becomes gets a creaking. And I will admit, my Twitch notifications have been having a couple issues lately. So if you subscribe on Twitch and you don't see a notification on stream, say something in chat. I don't want to miss it. But yeah, so basically what you're doing right now is pre-ordering Viking Suffering. And that's, you know, the best deal of all, because I don't have to do the stupid thing that I get you to pay money for this time. This time it's Viking that has to pay for it. So I'm so down today. Today's going to be a great day. Why not boats? We've done so many boats. Viking deserves to suffer. He deserves it. And yeah, we have so much work ahead of us. Let's just get to work, because this is up to the level. So first step one, there is going to be like a big cave underneath this, and it's going to be roughly like dome shaped. The shipwreck will be in this cave, and so the roof of the cave probably goes to right about here, and then we'll slope downwards in all directions to the edges of the island. We are, like, I'm literally filling all of this in. I'm manually placing ores in this.
Wow.
Oh, and there we go. John Stedman, first creaking of the day. So we're not actually quite at a point to actually start placing the creakings, but what I will do is go ahead and start a stack of creakings. So this is the creakings that are already I can carry in my inventory. John Stedman, you have created Viking's first nuisance, right?
Wow.
And there's another one right out the gate. Thank you very much, Sarah, for making Viking suffer. All right, let's get to work here. The proper capitalist way. I'm profiting off other people's suffering. Okay, let's see. What section do we want to start filling in next? Probably, yeah, let's do it here. All right, so we're going to we're filling it up with stone up till Y46 for the moment. So up to this level, basically. Get off the chest tower. Yeah, exactly. You'll have to forgive me. You may have noticed I'm jumbling my words a little bit. Like I said, I've been grinding. I've ground up probably 15,000 stone today. So I'm going into the stream a little bit brain scrambled. The subs, it didn't show up. Krista Jean, thank you very much for the sub. We will go ahead and pre-order. Maybe what I'll do, if we're going to be getting them rolling in this frequently, I might just keep the stack in my inventory at the moment. Thank you very much for the sub. Oh. Brilliana D as well. Okay. Wow, so we already have 2 more. Dang, guys. Okay, we're going hard up here, I see. 2 more. Let's see. We can keep the spares in here. And we're already up to 4 creakings. I knew I saved my membership for something good. Alright. And I'm in the wrong one. Whoops. That's right. I'm into this one. Right. Right, yeah. So how's everybody's day going? Wait, Brianna, you gifted 5? Oh my god. Brianna. At this rate, we're gonna have to grind up more before the end of the day. Thank you. Wait, no, that's one too many. That's nuts. Thank you so much. And we're up to 8 creakings. The stream has been going for, what, 10 minutes? Oh, wow. That's nuts. Viking's gonna have a very good month. I'm also extremely excited to see Viking's perspective on what I'm doing, because this is probably one of the more like dramatic handcrafted arcs we've done, apart from like Viking's mystery for me. What I would say is probably some of the best collaborative storytelling we've done with Everwake so far, and I'm hoping this will be on a similar level. But knowing Viking, he's just gonna blast through everything I've made, so I'm trying not to make it too easy. I'm gonna make him fight a wither. Right, that's the curse of the island. So the idea is that he's allowed to come here with a singular item of his choosing. He doesn't necessarily know what he's going to. I'm not even gonna tell him where he's going. I'm gonna say, follow this compass and bring one item of your choosing. And then what he has is what he has. And then once he's here, he's not allowed to leave. So he has to build from scratch, build up from scratch, and beat a wither, basically, from whatever he gets from this island. We're making a bunch of like POI in the process, so points of interest that he will uncover as he explores the island more. Level 2 hype train. Good lord, I need to get my Twitch notifications. They work for some reason when you give bits. But they don't work for subs, which is so confusing to me. I do not understand. I'm using Streamlabs too, which is like, you would think Streamlabs would work better for Twitch than it does for YouTube, but I have more issues with it with Twitch. Went to Twitch and used my Prime sub pretty quick. Oh, dang. Okay, so that's another one. Megan, you're not here today. Oh, Megan, you are here. Megan, if you could do me a big favor and help me keep track of Twitch subs, because it's going to be really hard for me to keep up with this. So let's see, we got one. I think we're talking just one more. Okay. I'm going for one more. I'm really sorry if I'm missing one. I don't think I am, but it's tricky when the notifications aren't working. I wish I could sub, but my husband was affected by the shutdown, so I feel bad. Oh, that's rough, Tatiana. I'm so sorry. I am sincerely wishing you best wishes on that, because that's, yeah, this is not a fun situation for anybody. And it is ridiculous that we are in this situation, but Maya, I do not owe you a boat. I already told you, you got your free boat. I really appreciate it, Megan. What do you people think is more haunting of a start of Minecraft? A completely empty city, like a server that got abandoned, or a ruined city? So like a city that's in nice shape but empty versus a ruined city that is empty. Man, that's challenging, right? Because both is, like, at least to me, they're established enough tropes with world building in Minecraft that it's like kind of potato. A city's a city. But if you nail the vibes right, I feel like a dilapidated city that is falling apart probably goes a little harder. Hype train level 3. I don't know if we've ever had a hype train on Twitch. What can anybody tell me what a hype train does? Because I don't know. Will I be on Vikings charity stream tonight? Unfortunately not. Yeah, schedules don't quite align, unfortunately. But you should definitely go. And if you have any intention of donating there, then please do not donate today and save your money for that. Because, yeah, that's far more important than some creakings. Having issues hearing Neon because of music? What does everybody think? Is my voice quiet compared to the music? Hype Train gives the gifters more emotes to use. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. Yep, and we got the UHCG music. Okay, I'm turning down the weather because ew. I keep going to the wrong one, but it's honestly not that big of a deal. Oop, almost forgot to unpause the time lapse. I did forget, but it's okay. We didn't do that much. Oh, wait. What is the yes? Is the yes that it is too loud? Okay. I'm looking for yes now, just for clarity. Yes, as in the music is too loud compared to me. No if the music is fine. Yes if the music is too loud. Sorry for the confusion. Working on the idea. Oh, I already donated $25. My son was born with a heart defect, so I was one of the first who donated. Krista, that's crazy. Thank you. Thank you for donating to the cause. More important causes than any Minecraft series could ever have. It's just cool that something like Minecraft can contribute to something like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's far more important. Sounds good. It's perfect now. Yeah, see, I didn't change anything. It's just the music choice changed. Oh, we're at 46. Okay. I haven't decided if I'm going to bring this down yet. I can tell you now. I'm going to clear these out. I should be using this. Maya, I absolutely gave you your divorce mode. It just happened to have a creeper in it, you know? Oh, I definitely bit off more than I can chew with this island because I really did not calculate how much stone this was gonna take. But you know, we live and learn, and I do think it is manageable. If worse comes to worse, right, I lower some of the stone level up here and make the sand deeper, and that will cut off a ton of stone. Decided. So one thing I am struggling with this, right? At the end of the day, Viking can just keep digging down and get all the materials he need. So I do want to establish like a depth limit that he's allowed to, so I can like maintain everything and like manage what supplies he'll have access to. But the only like really reasonable way of doing that would be literally to like crop out everything around the base of the island and just say you can't like leave the island, you can only go down. But that is so much extra time that I simply do not have. Like I have 5 days until the cycle's up max, and it is highly debatable whether I will be able to even be working all of those days. So trying to figure out a good way to set a bottom depth for the world, or for this island, that he's allowed to go down to. I mean, I could just say a Y level, so that's fine if it comes to that, but I would prefer to have something more elegant. Just put wood at the bottom. Oh, that's true. I could just put a layer of wood. I was thinking about putting like a layer of something, but for some reason wood did not come to mind. That's a very good idea. See, this is why you ask people questions like that, because then they give you great answers. Maya, are you gaslighting me? Did I really? Was it not a new boat? Was it really not? If it was not, then I can get you a new boat when we get back. I can't do it right now because I'm not leaving a boat here. But remind me when we're back home at some point, and I will place one more boat. But that's it. You don't get no more boats. Today's not a boat day anyway. Today's a creaking day. Well, why are we at? Wait. Oh. This is already at the Y level. So we're trying to get to 46. I keep confusing myself with this elevation. Okay, so this is way higher on this end. So wait, no, we were supposed to be the chaos, not the solutions. Well, I appreciate the help. Well, why are we at? We're at Y46. So actually, probably just fill in everything else. I will do my best. If I leave for soccer before then, I will remind you in Discord. Fair enough. I think somebody asked about the most recent episode of UHCG. Has anybody seen Looney's most recent episode? Something I have been waiting for over a year now happened in it. It's absolutely nuts. And I'm over the moon. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it but may want to, so close your ears for a second. The Vengeance of Generations was found. The gear that I spent basically my entire time in UHCG last year, so like 4 months making and like doing stuff with to make it kind of a legend. I hid it away with a big treasure hunt, and after a year, it was finally found, and it is nuts. It is very, very crazy. Let's see. Hold on, folks. Yeah, dude, I am so glad the Vengeance gear was found. Like, I'm naturally I'm not great at delayed gratification. I get very impatient very easily. And so having to wait over a year to see that thing that I spent so much effort setting up, finally come to fruition. It was such a relief, right? Because there's like, I always want to spoil all the little details of what I did because I'm so excited to see them unveiled. Like, oh my god, waiting for the room under the museum to be revealed, that was killer for me. Because, yeah, that took a while to set up, and I thought that was a really cool little detail. So when he finally, I was actually, he edited it out to make it a little more clear, but I was actually still in the call with him when he went there, and I got to be like, oh, I wonder what happens if you do that. And I just watched him do it, and it was like the biggest grin on my face. It's like, mind you, again, like not even 5 minutes before that, I had no idea he was even the next generation in UHCG. So getting to not only find out A, who the next generation was, B, that he was doing my treasure hunt, and then get to live like with him, see him uncover some of my favorite parts of the treasure hunt. I was just like, oh, this is the best day of my life. This is the best thing ever. Did I expect it to take so long? Yes and no. It's really confusing, right? So most of my expectations got completely wrecked by my death because I intended to hide every single piece behind a different treasure hunt. But what I expected is that maybe one generation would get one piece and another would get a different piece, and slowly over the next several generations, the vengeance gear would finally get reassembled. But obviously when I died, I only had the ingredients really for one good hunt. So I was like, okay, well, we'll hide it all in the one place. And so it was really, and I knew it wasn't a crazy hard hunt either, right? Like anybody who really would try would be able to figure it out. So it really all came down to somebody actually trying to do it. And Legs actually did tell me that he intended to do it before his time started, but I think he got in and came up with a plan and kind of went, you know what, it's better if I wait, which, you know, is again bad at delayed gratification. So I was a little bit like, oh, okay, if you want to wait, that's fine. But his reasoning was really sound. Was the longer it sits, kind of the more legendary and special it feels. And I'm like, yeah, that's totally valid, right? Like, kind of what makes a treasure hunt, what makes like relics and treasure interesting is oftentimes how long it took to get solved. You know, obviously that's not like all of it, but if the hunt doesn't sit on your mind for a long time and you don't have to sit stewing on wondering what the answer is for a while, then it almost doesn't even become a mystery. It doesn't have time to become a mystery. It's like, okay, there's some challenges, but it's not something that like stuck with you for a while and you had to sit there and stew on. So Legs waiting to do it was the right call. And then I'm so glad Looney handled it the way he did, because it was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Like everything I always envisioned for it to be, he did it exactly as I always hoped. And I was so stoked. Just over the moon with it. Now that you have passed the world, did you ever check something out in your old world download? Like, have you checked Moai's door immediately after I died? Oh, you would have done it. Couple things I've checked. I almost checked the door, but that's another one of those cases where I was like, you know what? I can wait. I can wait. I do know some details about it. That's peeling back the curtain more than I should say. All I will say is that some things broke for Minecraft in a Minecraft update, and Moai needed to fix the world, fix stuff in his final door. So I helped him do that, which means I know some peripheral information, but I do not know the actual contents of the final room. I just know a few little tidbits, and that's all I will say. Hi, thanks for the videos and stream. Question: how or why did you and the group come up with this Wake sequel? Also, what is your best build you've done so far? What do you wish to make? I came up with this idea because I was looking for something to be UHCG-like, something to let me have that organic storytelling where we were separated by time, where we could prepare things for other people without them present, right? So you almost like, yeah, basically what UHCG, what Everwake does, where you get that distance from each other to be able to set up something special without it getting spoiled. And as far as my favorite thing I built, definitely the clock tower, without a question. Like, the clock tower just came out so good. Although, as simple as this island is, I'm kind of digging it. I've never really made an island in Minecraft, like a fully handmade island. And I'm kind of digging it, because I already know where this is going, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. So, maybe you should check the leaderboard. Oh, Maya, did you finally pass me on AdventureBot? That's a thing in my Discord for anyone who is confused. Looney not streaming it keeps UHCG more of a mystery. I love it, and I check back for updates. Yeah, I agree. That is a big reason why I never streamed, is like, it's hard to manage streams without making massive spoilers. It can be done. Like, I enjoyed the one stream he did do, and some of the streams Legs did. Okay, Phantoms. But yeah, I never streamed it because that's more work than it was worth at the time. Okay, guys. Is all of this up to level now? Ah, dang it. I hate Phantoms so much. I hate them. I wish they would all die. What about this one? Did I get this? I think I went down here, but did I check all of it? Do you think a third person would give the series some extra spice? What do you mean a third person? Like, oh, you mean an Everwake? It's something we've thought about, but we have no plans for it. Yeah, it's one of those things that might happen at some point, but there's challenges, you know. You gotta make sure you choose the right person. Okay, I think the thing we do now is start clearing out some of this wall. Just a reminder, I see that the stream has grown and people are coming in, so today and today only, new Twitch subs and new members on YouTube. This is a survival island we are building for Viking, right? And he's gonna have to live here for 10 IRL days. By becoming a sub or a channel member, you add a creaking to the island that he will have to deal with. And these things are gonna be hidden. They're gonna be like buried. So one sub / new member equals one creaking that he will have to deal with in his time.
Wow.
Catherine, thank you for becoming a member. That is another creaking for the list. Boom. Thank you so much. Were you not already a member? What happened there? Well, either way, thank you very much. I could have sworn you were already a member. Maybe it was a very convenient timing for it to expire or something. Get down here. Oh god, I shot the bat. There we go. that Hebrew? Or am I completely off base? I have no idea what language that is that you all are speaking in the chat. I had to cancel last month because my card had an issue. Oh, well, it worked out. I'd say sorry about that, but I think it worked out because now you got something out of it. I could get a cat, but it's the sound that bothers me far more than the actual damage of phantoms. Joanne, I think this is unfair. I can't get a creaking. You know, you do raise a point. I tell you what, I think it's fair that anybody who is already a channel member, if on request, can have a creaking. I think that's fair. So, Joanne, if you would like a creaking, you can have a creaking. Say the word, it's yours. Oh, hey, what are you doing here? Hey, no visitors. This isn't a cave yet. You're not allowed to be here. So what we're gonna have to do is, I'm clearing out this section, right? Because again, there's gonna be a cave layer down here with this boat in it. But what we're gonna need to start doing is thickening up the walls into more of the cave shape, and then slowly like dome shape it inwards towards the center. Excuse me. Joanne wants a boat. Joanne gets a boat. I mean, not a boat, a creaking. We are up to 11 creakings for Viking. Good lord. How does the creaking spawn? Actually, I can demonstrate that real quick. So, the way a creaking works, right? Trees in the Pale Gardens, which is the biome they spawn in, they sometimes spawn with a creaking heart in them. And when the creaking heart, which is this block, is surrounded by 2 logs, like so, the creaking spawns. Where did he spawn? Now it's only at nighttime too. They only spawn at night. Well, if this is eliminated, it means the creaking is... Ah, there you are. What's up, buddy? Oh, yep. Green light, red light. Green light, red light. Okay. And if you want to craft more, you punch them. And that will spawn resin, which you can use to craft creaking hearts. Supposed to be. We are working on a survival island for Viking, the other person who owns this world. But obviously, we're very much work in progress, right? We are very, very work in progress. We're in the process of filling this all in with stone at the moment. Don't need this resin. Do you not use... I think if I use an axe, it'll break is the problem, so I'm using this pickaxe because Silk Touch. Oh, hi, creeper. Please don't blow up. That wall is right next to the water. Yay, they're burning. Let's go. Okay, do I have this all dug out? Pretty much. It's good for what I need for now. So yeah, let's go ahead and start thickening out these walls. The island kind of looks like a wizard hat. Look, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna regret saying it deeply. It's kind of the poop emoji by accident. I regret it already, but I noticed that, and yeah. So look at it from this angle. It's not that at all. Yeah. Did anybody sub on Twitch and I missed it? My sub, I should have mentioned that my notifications on Twitch are a bit busted for some reason. So if anybody subbed there, let me know in the chat, because you'd need a creaking. I really should just focus on just filling this in. I don't need to do nice gradients like I'm trying to do over here, because this is probably going to be solid all the way up until like here or so. The other way you had it looks like a cat claw, which, fun fact, the clan is attached to their first bone. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm not sure if clan's the right word, but yeah, cat claws are interesting because they are basically bones. That's why it's so cruel to declaw them, because you're basically cutting off, it'd be like cutting off the first knuckle of your finger. What you making? I'm making a survival island for the other owner of this world, but we're very much work in progress. We're in the process of filling it all in with stone. And it's a lot more stone than I expected, right? I thought this would be a 2-3 day process. Well, I'm already 2 or 3 days in. I did the math today. I'm gonna need around 25,000 stone to fill all this in, and I've got like 15,000. I've probably already put in 15 to 20,000 into it so far, so somewhere in there I got the math wrong, or in that explanation I got the math wrong. Basically, if I'm lucky, I've got like 75% of the stone I'm gonna need, but it's enough to do some work. At least for the stream. Could I get a name tagged animal on the island for donation? Nah, because the thing is, we got to, I got to be careful with what I give Viking access to, or it's not much of a survival challenge now, is it? I mean, yeah, it depends on the animal, but probably not, because there is some lore involved, and having extra life on the island is kind of creates a problem. Also, I'm probably not going to take a break from this with how much time I have left to go get a name tag. That's like 30 minutes that I could have been using to fill stone in, and oh my god, I need every minute right now. Hey Nathaniel, how's it going? What's the challenge? It's a survival challenge. There's some details to it. There's going to be a mystery. Basically, he's going to show up here, and his job, he'll have 10 real-life days to free the island from a curse, which the creakings are part of. Again, for those who are filtering into the stream, channel members and Twitch subs today, get a creaking heart added to the island. So you're pre-ordering Viking suffering, basically. Okay, let's see. I'm too busy talking. I'm doing streamer brain thing where I'm talking and not really being consistent with what I'm doing, which I do need to be consistent today. I see I have been enjoying Everwake from the start. Never caught either of you live yet. Well, welcome. We are live. So congrats. You have made it to the stream. mean ADHD brain? Oh, I do have that, that's for sure. But also, again, I've been grinding stone all day, so I'm also just brain fried in general. How do you not get fall damage for... Oh, probably because I caught myself with the elytra, is what you're talking about. Yeah, also I got a feather falling, which also contributes. BRB, gonna go make some tea. Enjoy your tea. Bring me some, I could use some tea. Only took me about 6 months. Yeah, we started technically in March, although the first episodes didn't come out till April. It was cool seeing you on UHCG again. That wasn't actually me, just for fun fact, but it was very fun to see the arc happen. Yeah, I was very happy to see it happen. But no, he used a mod called Flashback, spoofed my my character, and put me in it, which no complaints about, because yeah, made total sense. But yeah, it wasn't actually me in the world. I'm so glad my post-mortem finally got read too. It's crazy when you think about it, right? That's a book I wrote, like, what? Man, I wrote that over a year and a half, or about a year and a half ago now. A little bit less than that, but not much. Just sitting in a chest 4,000 blocks away from Founderstown, and it finally got read. That's the weird kind of magic and mystery of UHCG, is that secrets can stay secret for a very long time, which I personally adore about the series. I hope we can do something like that in Everwake at some point, but kind of like UHCG, right? It takes a long time for it to mature to that level. I would say if there's one thing that we haven't done a great job of, is showing foresight in that and planning ahead for those kind of things here in Everwake. But you know, you can only do so good, right? There's been a lot to figure out with Everwake, and I think we're starting to hit our stride. I really and truly do, because I'm really excited for some of the stuff we're doing here right now. Welcome all 52 people between YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for being here. Again, we are working on a survival island challenge for Viking right now. And we're building the island from scratch. And no, it is not a poop emoji. Or a wizard hat. It's just an unfortunately shaped island. Sorry about the pause. When I get kind of brain fried, as I am right now, my natural inclination is just to be kind of quiet, which is not great for a stream. But I missed last week's stream, so I couldn't skip today. I just couldn't. Will Everwake be scripted? No. Everwake has ever so slight moments here or there that are somewhat planned, but generally speaking, no. Nothing in Everwake is scripted. It just requires forethought to plan things out so that they will typically go the way you want them to. And that's the neat part, because it's also sometimes neat if they don't. Oh, I knew there would be some water that would pop up somewhere. Those waterlogged blocks are so annoying to get rid of. Grab some of the old sponge. Be gone, moisture. Oh, inventory. Don't need another rack. Currently learning redstone. I know redstone okay, but I learned my redstone like a decade ago, so I'm very out of date on my redstone knowledge. I'm also fairly out of practice, so like I can do some redstone if I really set my mind to it, but it's not going to be compact. It's not going to be efficient. Yeah, my redstone needs work. I've thought about doing like a redstone training arc. Like I spent 30 days to become a redstone master. Not sure if I'll ever get around to it. It's one of those video ideas I keep tossing around, but actually setting aside like an hour to do redstone every day for a whole month, a little bit of a tricky thing to do. I mean, I guess they don't necessarily have to be consecutive days, but also knowledge kind of rots if you don't keep it going. Like they say you lose so much of your education on summer break because you just stop thinking about it, which is why summer school stuff, like you get summer homework and such, or at least it's part of it. So they would have to be at least close to consecutive days. All right, let's keep thickening up these walls. Still learning redstone. I've been playing since 2011. Same. Yep. Been playing since alpha. It's tricky. I can't believe that when I was like 14, 15, I made a redstone computer. It was not like a full-on computer, but it was like a program that stored a drawing that you could make on it. And then you could save it and then work on new ones. So not a full-on computer, but it worked with like a lot of computers. I couldn't hardly begin to do that today. I think I remember vaguely how it worked, but yeah, no. It's times have changed. That is for sure. Hi, how you doing? How many of those 50 people are Megan? At least 2. Probably a dumb question. Isn't there a faster way to thicken the walls? Maybe? Probably. I'm not doing things the most efficiently because I'm also on stream. So this is the price I pay when I'm on stream, is that my brain just doesn't work as well. But I'm not sure what the faster way would be. Maybe I hadn't thought about it, but it might have been possible to do like with stone generation. I think, what is it? If lava flows into a water source, then it turns into stone, whereas the other way around turns into cobblestone. So maybe if I had done some sort of setup with kelp to grow water levels, but I'm not sure that would ultimately be faster because it would require so much setup and quite a bit of bone meal and such to do. Appreciate the thought, because added efficiency would be very valuable. I've got 5 days left on this on my cycle, and this island is the last thing I'm trying to do. But I've still got a lot of work to do. That is the cove area. Some of the smartest schools have really long summer breaks. Yeah, but I would assume people are also probably studying in their summer break. Like, summer break is not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. I would never say that. As a firm believer in time off as a kid. Yeah, summer break is good, but I do understand the point of having some homework during summer to keep you sharp. Rin has never played Minecraft. Well, you got to change that. You can play it on your phone. You can play it on a computer. There's no excuse not to give it a go. It does have a learning curve, but it is so worth it. Okay. Debating whether I want to carve out the general shape of the cave more so with these walls, so I have like guide points to fill out the walls to. But honestly, I think it's more work than it's worth. I think I can eyeball it pretty well. It's a cave, and I'm not trying to make a perfect shape here. Josh in chat, what are we building? We're working on a survival island for Viking. Still got a heck of a ways to go on it. And even though I'm doing something as mundane as placing stone, I've been doing this collecting and placing stone all day, so my brain is a little bit shot, which is why I'm a little quiet, and I do apologize for the dead air. Will I eventually make a time lapse of this, or are you waiting for Vikings video? I will be doing a time lapse. Yeah, if I had been thinking, if I had realized how big of a project this island would be, there would have been 2 Everwake episodes for this month, because this island build could easily be a video on its own. But I didn't really set it up right for that. So instead, what is going to be a very, very full week of building and work is going to be turned into a big time lapse, most likely. Maybe if I end up building like a stone farm or something, we might get a bit more than a time lapse. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. You got to remember this when you watch YouTube videos sometimes, right? Those very beautiful, nice time lapses, yeah, those can be literal days of work for people, which is nuts. This time lapse, this whole thing, this whole island build, more than likely is going to be like a minute in the video, and yeah, this is gonna be like probably 50 hours over the course of multiple days. Kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. Gotta love the Enderman noises. Yeah. Are we building a trap for Viking? Not necessarily building one. It's more of a challenge and a mystery for him, but we are doing a special thing today that for new channel members and Twitch subscribers, any new ones today gets you a creaking added to the island. So you're pre-ordering Trouble for Viking, right? We have 11 so far. And yeah, one new member or sub equal 1 creaking added to the island to harass him. So if you are on Twitch and you decide to sub, just FYI, there's some problems with my notifications. So just say something in chat. Spam me until I see it if I miss it. But yeah, we'll get those creakings going. I haven't placed them yet just because the island is not full enough for it to make sense for me to place them yet, but yes, they will get placed. I can fill this wall one more layer. Got folks speaking Hebrew in the chat. Really is people from everywhere on the internet. It's kind of fun. Got to grab myself some more of the old stone. Thankfully, we got a lot of it. Well, we're actually dipping into the chest supply now. Yikes. I'll have to, at some point, show you delay check, Joanne. It is currently 3:03 for me. Let me know when you're hearing it. Or 3:03. It's PM EST, but you know, it's 3 after the hour. Hi from Sweden, hello, and Denmark. Joanne, I don't think I realized you were from Denmark. That's pretty cool. What's it like over in the den of the marks? Just a den full of marks. I'm sorry. I think I'm so funny with my weird, lame jokes. Nathaniel's from Tasmania, dang. I'm just from the boring old USA. Ah, I missed. Dang it. I can do that. Sounds Mark-tastic. The A in my name is a pretty big giveaway. That is true, but we're also on the internet, you gotta remember. So some people just like having fancy characters in their name. Problem is, one unexpected problem as I'm doing this is it's a little hard to judge how much I've thickened the wall in every area. I mean, it doesn't need to be thickened in every area, but it'd be nice if Viking could, like, not randomly dig down at some point and just find the cave. Like, I want him to actually have to start digging through the island, not just, like, maybe try to get in from the side just to get some breath from the water or something, and suddenly, oh, I'm in a cave, you know? Maybe that's what I do. Maybe the goal is to thicken the walls so it's flush with the top, right? Because the like underwater area, it's all sloped around the base. So if I match everything to the upmost top layer, then it will be thickened basically at all points. I think that makes sense. Yeah, and that makes it a lot easier to do too, because I don't have to just kind of think about what I'm doing. I can just be like, oh, not there yet. All right, that's what we'll do. Sorry if this has been asked, but what are we working on? We are working on a survival island for Viking. So he's gonna have to spend 10 IRL days on this island, and we are building it from scratch because there's gonna be a mystery along the way, and I want to make it a good mystery, which really was gonna require me to either heavily modify an island, or just build one from scratch. So I just decided to build one from scratch because I've never done it and it sounded like fun. I guess I didn't need to break those. That's fine. Right now, we are just actually filling in the meat of the island, which is a heck of a lot of stone. Probably don't have enough of it, but I've got enough for a very good chunk. We're also, right, so there's a shipwreck over here, and there's going to be like a cave layer underneath this. So we're not filling it 100%, but a lot of the way. Also might raise up, right, because if we make this the surface level, then it is perfectly flat, which is a little more flat than I want. So we may raise this up a little bit more in the center and such. Taking the most unorganized approach to filling this in ever, but it's okay because I'm doing it. When you got 20,000 stone to place, sometimes you just kind of go for it. Was it a natural shipwreck? Yes, it is. This was the ocean floor originally, but I have clearly, you know, built up these walls and then I cleared it out with sponge, and now we're in the process of filling it all in. It's gonna be hard to reach. That's fine. Got that Jort storm playing. Bop. Ow. Out of stone. The drowns naturally spawn around shipwrecks. They kind of just naturally spawn in the ocean. I do believe there is an increased amount around ocean ruins, but shipwrecks in particular, I don't think it is natural extra amount. Oh, man. All right. I don't have coal. That's fine. I can just leave it there. Hey, Mr. Spitter. Where's that corner I was working on? It was over here, right? I don't think you want to know Neon's age then. What? What did I miss? Ah! Jerk! What a jerk. Only mildly damaged the shipwreck, so that's fine. I am not 26. I regret to inform you, I am not 26. Does get a little bit hard to tell the boundaries with these walls, but that is fine. You work with what you got. Yeah, I'm 62. Exactly. I don't love saying my age publicly, but I think in a small crowd like this, I'll let you guys guess is what we'll do. You guys can guess, and if any of you get it right, I'll say who got it right. I am not 35. Do I look 35? Ouch. I see 28. Wait. How old am I? Hold on. Yeah. 27, 34, 32, 33. Brah, Josh is cheating for me since I do know you're out. True. People have been close. Nobody's nailed it though. Here, I'll throw you off even more. How old am I? And yes, the hair loss is hair loss, not just a choice. Oh, Ray got it. I'm pretty sure Ray's the first person to say it. Right? Oh, Joanne actually said it earlier, although Joanne cheated. Sarah got it. Oh, I missed a few people saying it. Oh, Joanne did say it earlier. Okay. Okay, so I did miss it. My bad. It looks like Joanne got it first. But, yeah. Yeah, hair loss doesn't really affect... You can get hair loss very young, but it, you know, there's expectation that it's an older person thing, so... Throws some people off. It's actually very funny. When I was working my first job, I was working at a grocery store, right? And I was 16 at the time. I grew my first beard. I had the right genes that I was able to grow a pretty decent beard at 16. And the moment I did that, just like that, somebody asked me if I was registered to vote. I was like, I'm keeping the beard. Makes me look older. And now it's like, okay, well, now I look old. Ren, you're 28 and you've already started getting gray hair. Yep. Although, in fairness, I would take gray over bald. Not that I'm, you know, I'm not upset about being bald. I was very upset about it when I first went bald, and now I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I'm lucky that I look pretty all right bald. But, dude, I will say, though, kids are mean about baldness. I've seen so much teasing between me and other bald creators I know. Yeah, Joanne, you're right. You feel like that age feels right. You are correct. But yeah, no, people can be just so mean about it. It's like, if I was more insecure about it like I used to be, there was a time where that would have been very difficult to deal with. So I feel very bad for men who are insecure, or women, of course. But yeah, just people are mean about it. Aw, well, thank you, Ray. I appreciate it. My father-in-law, when I first shaved my head, now mind you, again, shaved because my hair was falling out, not because I wanted to be bald. My father-in-law took one look at me and was like, "You look like a convict." I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. That's great. Appreciate it." Or no, I'm sorry. He said I looked like a biker, which I was like, well, that's not the vibe I'm going for, but sure. And then his dad said I looked like a convict. So imagine getting roasted by a 80-something-year-old man who saying I looked like a convict because I shaved my head. I was like, dang. Well, not all of us can be 85 and still have a full head of hair, you know? Multi-generational insult, exactly. Boat for baldness. Sounds like a kayaking event race or something. Sounds like similar to like a marathon, like a charity marathon kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? We'll find a cure for male pattern baldness. Does this just go? Yeah, it does. Bald Rock Island is genius. No! I am in a youth movement and kids, they are so mean, but they are also adorable. Oh yeah. Yeah, kids are fun. When I was younger, I went through a phase like right after school where I was like, man, kids are the worst. I worked an after school program with the YMCA in high school, and it was not a great program. I was severely understaffed. It was 12 kids for every one staff member. And mind you, I'm like a 19-year-old kid, an 18, 19-year-old kid having to manage 12 elementary school kids on my own. Yeah, it took me a while to not think kids were evil after that one. But once I got past that, you know. Hey, Jill. You should name the island Creaking Eggs, you know, for the egghead on your head. How many torches am I going to misplace today? All of them. All of them. It's okay. We just got to accept our fate. Actually, I should take those out of my offhand, though. No, because it's good for the stream. You can see better at night when I'm holding them. Kids are literally narcissists. You can't test for it till they're older because they will test positive. Well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, right? Like when you're a kid, you're trying so hard to figure life out that developmentally, you're just literally not ready to be able to think of other people. But beyond the literal state of your brain, it's like life is hard and you've got to spend way too much energy just figuring your own existence out before you can think about other people's existence. Oh, your kid's standing. Megan, let's go. Congrats. That's awesome. Yeah, get that video. What a very timely occurrence. Oh, Lord. Lordy Lou. It's coming along. Yeah, still got a ways, but we are making progress. Last reminder for the day, just in case there's anybody new in the stream, we are doing a thing, right? So this is a survival island for Viking. He's gonna have to spend 10 real life days here. And you can pre-order his suffering by becoming a channel member or a sub on Twitch. For today and today only, one channel member slash Twitch sub equals one creaking hidden in the island that he is going to have to deal with. So we have 11 so far, and we have 17 more that could be gotten. So let me know. Just drop a sub. If you are on Twitch, my notifications are a little busted right now, so just say something in chat and spam me if I miss it. But yeah, we will get you that creaking. The last call of the day. All right, let's start building this up. Oh, we got a bot on Twitch. Hold on, can I delete that? Sleepy Whirly tried to sign up. What's going on? What do you mean? Like, did it not work? Did it? If it said in chat, for some reason, it doesn't tell me even in chat if you became a Twitch sub. Really wish I knew why, but it should say on your end if you became a member or a sub. Hold on, I might be able to check really quick for you. Can't disrupt the stream too much, but let me take a look. Rin became a member.
Wow.
Thank you, Rin. That is one more creaking heart. Hold on, I might be able Hold on. Can I see the chat? Please show me the chat. It's not showing me. We'll leave this open just in case. All right, well, let's see. I mean, tried to follow, guess it worked. Okay. So we have two. Yeah, you should be able to rename the Creaking Heart and have it be a named Creaking. I agree. I mean, you can name them, but they don't despawn actually if they're named. But the whole point, it would be nice to have them show up only at night, right? Particularly with the amount we're having. So that's 2 more Creakings for the pile. We are up to 13. Thank you again, folks, for becoming subs and members. It is highly appreciated. It is what makes the stream possible. Got to go get more stone once again.
Wow.
Megan, what did you say? Hold on, I can't read it. Today is not a boat day, so maybe... lost it. But maybe just this once. Are you looking for a boat or a creaking? You can have a creaking. I don't know where I'd put the boat is the problem, right? Because I can't just leave a boat here. Megan, this is your boat. Megan's boat. How do you like it, Megan? Building over a boat today is boat day. Oh yeah, I didn't grab. Did you already count the 2 who were already members? I counted Joanne. I don't know if I caught any. I think Megan is the only other one. Megan has not expressed interest in a creaking. Stone. Hidden boat. Because Megan is the mod, Megan gets special boat privileges. We will have one boat today for Megan. We could do a pale boat. I can't promise this will last until Vikings time, but maybe. Maybe. Behold, Megan's boat. It'd be fun to have Viking just dig up a random boat. You're not wrong. Well, he is kind of doing that already, in fairness. It's a ship, not a boat. Same thing. What's the difference? It's just big boat. Just boat, but big. A kayak or a yacht. Planet Moon Cat, we are working on a survival island for Viking. He's gonna have to spend 10 real life days here. Every channel member / Twitch sub today gets a creaking heart that will be hidden in the island. Yes, so that is what we were working on. We're filling it all in with stone. It's a completely custom island. And I have bitten off more than I could chew a little bit, because I really should have calculated how big I was making this island and how much stone it would take. I have spent many hours getting stone already. And I have 5 days left to finish this, which is doable, but it's going to be a very full 5 days. A space boat or a battleship. Are we just naming different types of boats now? What's going on here? The lifestyle is... Oh, you're talking about... Yep. We got a whole discussion about Judaism in the chat. That's on the YouTube side of things, if you're confused, Twitch viewers. Yay! This corner is filled in. Partially. I mean, it's thickened. The wall has been thickened. Dang, that wall thick though. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. This is making me dizzy. I bet it's making you very dizzy. I apologize. Bat! Okay, we're getting there. Wait, that's not right. That. And then another. No? Where am I going wrong here? Why does this feel wrong? Because it is wrong. Trying to rush it and making mistakes. Oh, I am focusing. I am indeed focusing. All right. I think I'm ignoring him. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Boats. Boats, boats, boats. I don't think he's actually registering that you want that creaking. You do want that creaking. I can get you that creaking. When am I uploading? About 2 weeks. I got that ADHD. I can only split my attention so much before everything goes low quality mode. Before my brain starts playback in 240p. Come on, reach. Ignoring the boat commands. Okay, we're getting there. At what point does naming different types of boats just become spam, guys? Never. And we're out of stone once again. I'm always so worried when I'm out collecting the stone that I'm like not gonna have nearly enough to make it nearly as much progress as I want. And it's like, I'm glad to know the stone is making it a little bit further than I was expecting. You know, I still don't think I have enough, but I'm not running out terribly fast, and that makes me very happy. Oh, how are we? How's our progress looking? Yeah, I mean, it's getting there. Still got quite a ways to go. We getting there. I'm good at grindy tasks so long as I can see the progress as I'm going, right? As long as I feel like I'm making progress, I can stick out a task pretty well. But if I can't see the progress till the end, then I burn out on it. I just need those little, like, morale boosts as I'm going. A buoy could be a boat. Ah, intellectual conversation happening. Definitely missed one. I don't care that much. It's coming along. You're close to see all the progress you've already made. Yeah. I mean, like, it's coming. You know, I'm not feeling demotivated. I am feeling a little tired because it's a heck of a project, but I can muscle through the tiredness pretty well. You know what? I like challenging myself with big projects that are new. I gotta be careful not doing them too much because I do burn out sometimes, but like something like this where I've never really built terrain to this scale. I've done obviously some terraforming here and there, but I've never done something probably quite this intense. That might not be true entirely, but it's a bigger project than I thought it was going to be, that's for sure. So it feels like a fun challenge, even if it is heavy duty. You've been going for 2 hours placing stone? I've been going for all of yesterday. It took me 6 hours to drain this thing because I would have to keep drying out my sponge. Did probably 2 hours of stone collection yesterday, and I've done probably 5 hours of stone collection today, plus a few hours of stone placing. So yeah, we're getting there. I've been sticking it out. Think about how good this will look on the time lapse, you know? Particularly once we get to like these mid levels where it's raising layer by layer. Like, I'm not sure the wall thickening part will look particularly good because the angle of the time lapse, probably something like this. So you'll kind of see it thickening, but these walls will kind of be in the way. So yeah, time lapses are hard, particularly when you build organically and you don't use things like Lightmatica. Pretty sure most people know what Lightmatica is by this point, but for those who don't, Lightmatica is a mod that lets you save a blueprint of your build and project it into the world where you're placing it, so it's like a transparent copy, and it counts the blocks for you, so you know exactly the amount of each resource you need. And it shows you what blocks you need to place where. So it makes it very, very brain dead and easy to build. And then, which lets you focus on building in like an aesthetic way. So like I can just build up layer by layer, and that's a lot of time lapses you see in videos. That's how it's done. Which is why it's so aesthetic, but it's a little like, it's a little bit of a soulless way to play, right? So you have to design it in creative first, which, you know, when it comes to making a nice build, half the fun of it is figuring it out as you go, in my opinion. I mean, I don't judge people who use it, but to me, it does remove some of the point of the game. So I don't personally use it, which can make building a lot more slow, but it also makes the gameplay a little more genuine, in my opinion. You get a blueprint, you save it somehow with mod. I've never used Lightmatica, I just know how it works. So I can't give you all the specifics. I'm not even sure I don't think they call it a blueprint. I think they call it probably a schematic, which is, you know, potato, it's just a different name. Vintage applesauce uses it. Yeah, that's not surprising. I know, like, it's very, very, very common. There was a period on YouTube where everybody used it. And then there was kind of a movement against that from YouTubers too, because like it contributes to burnout a little bit, where when building becomes purely work like that and not kind of a artistic endeavor, and like it solves the problem of building more than what is fun to play. So it's kind of to each their own, but yeah, like I said, no problem with people who use it, just not my taste. I wouldn't say I would never use it, but I never have used it, and I don't think I'd ever get to a point where I use it often. If a build's like crazy important to nail perfectly, then I might go through the process of using Lightmatica, but I've never had a build that needs to be so perfect that I have to do that. I do take a little bit of pride in being good at building on the fly. Oh, somebody's headed out, getting over the flu, so I'm gonna head out early. Joanne, get better, feel better. VOD will be here later. Thank you for being here, particularly when you're not feeling good. But yeah, get some rest. Looks like probably this block, this, how many does that go? 3? I think it's a total of 3. Yep. Is that right? No, I did something wrong there. Hold on. That's what I did wrong. Check Twitch, new sub. Well, I believe you, Megan. My silly chat is busted, but Why, even if I have Twitch open, why am I not seeing it? Well, either way, I'm not sure who subbed. Random S3ZZA. Random Caesar? Thank you for subbing. Highly appreciate. Oh, yep, there it is. There it is. Thank you very much. All right, and that is another creaking for the pile. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and add one for you as well, Megan. So that is 2 more for the pile. 15 creakings going in the island so far. That's a lot of creakings. Can't wait to find out how big just the raw files are for this time lapse, because oh my god, it's gonna be huge. So my plan, what do you guys think? I was planning on making this cave area kind of just a big cavern in the middle. But it could also be interesting to divide it a little bit into some rooms, like kind of have the main chamber here and then have some of these edges break out into kind of little rooms. Or is it better as just one big chamber? What do you guys think? I am recording time lapse, yep. Thank you for checking. If rooms, I would keep them small. Another new sub? Chat, are we working? Ah! I can't see it, but man, why? I can't even get the Twitch, like the Twitch chat on Twitch to work correctly. But there it is. I see it. Havoc6, thank you for the sub. That's another creaking for the pile. Thank you very, very much. We're up to 16 creakings to harass Viking. I'm very excited to see the chaos. We are getting into quite high numbers now. It's going to be quite entertaining. Now, mind you, they're not all going to be on like the surface. There's going to be some probably down here in the caves. But yeah, there's going to be a good few. Because creaking aren't really too hard to deal with. But they are annoying in numbers. And extra annoying when you have to seek out their creaking hearts. And if they're going to be like buried and such. Oof. It'll be tricky. Also, he has to put all of his stuff away. So, yeah, it's going to be extra annoying. It's going to be something else. I am excited to see how that plays out. How about emptying my inventory and getting some more stuff? Probably should at this point. A little bit of laziness. Doesn't make the most sense. It probably would save me a little bit of time, but then I have to do more inventory management, and that's mega ew. Mega ew. Thank you very much, Megan, for the help. I would definitely be missing subs on Twitch if it wasn't for you assisting, so I really, really appreciate it. Greenland is stupid though, man. What are you guys talking about? I swear, sometimes I don't see the conversation you guys have amongst yourselves. I'm trying to focus on the ones that are aimed at me, and then I just occasionally notice the message, and I'm like, wait, what? What are you guys talking about? So all I see is just Greenland is stupid though. What's wrong with Greenland? Another little section done. Greenland isn't a description, it's a promise. Ah! Screw you, dude. Dang it. Any others? Any others here to ruin my day? Before I start building up, let's go grab some more. Another creeper. Time to die, sir. Goodbye. Heal my pickaxe. Thank you. I will say though, as much work as this is, this makes me really want to build like an island, a private island for myself at some point in this series, just because the vibes of having just a nice little island. Like, I know this doesn't look like it's particularly lovely and nice, but I see where this is going, and I'm really like, oh man, I want that. I want something like that. We've gotten through the first chest. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna have to get more stone. Boo. At this point, I should have made a stone farm. At this point, I'm not sure it would be worth the time investment, but yeah, I didn't realize how much I was gonna need. Otherwise, I would have probably started with a stone farm. Moist island. Good lord. The island will probably have a name, but it's gonna probably be more themed towards the lore. The lore. But hey, that's just a theory, a lore theory. Thanks for watching. I miss Matt Pat. He showed up. He did an interview recently. I like that guy. Man was a legend. Fun fact, I live in North Carolina, and he lives in Raleigh, which is the state capital. He is not crazy far away from me. It's kind of hilarious. As is Mr. Beast. North Carolina has a surprising amount of very big YouTubers in it. It's quite surprising because when I first got into YouTube, it was not at all the case. Bob, like from Distractable, Markiplier's friend, he used to live in North Carolina. One day I was in Raleigh and parking, and randomly Sophia Nygaard, you know, she used to be a beauty guru, I believe. I think she used to. I don't know if that's what she does these days. She's still around, but yeah, she just crossed the street in front of me, and my wife was like, "That's Sophia Nygaard." And I was like, yeah, "Oh my god, it is." It's just wild. No way my husband and I are planning to live in NC. It's a great state. You got any idea what part? It's a very, very nice place to live. Threadripper as well. Threadbanger, sorry. You know, things didn't go great there for them. They're not too around, but they live up in the mountainous part of North Carolina. Matt Pat better than Mr. Beast. Oh yeah, I mean, agreed. Mr. Beast, you know, kind of disappointed me. I followed him since he had like 500,000 subs and resonated with his story quite a lot back in the early days, because I too was that obsessed kid with YouTube who focused way too much on YouTube. I was a little bit jealous of him, because I'm like, how come your level of obsession paid off and mine didn't? And I think the answer is that I had a girlfriend. AKA I decided, you know, I had bigger priorities in life than just being a YouTuber. And then, you know, it worked out that because I had put that time in to be good in my relationship, my wife returned the favor and let me focus on my dream until I built something that is actually sustainable. By the way, my wife, the true MVP of my YouTube career, because oh my god, I was not financially contributing there for a couple years. I mean, I did make some income, but it wasn't from this. It was from previous job. But yeah, then Mr. Beast made it really big, and he got super corporate. And that just, yeah, kind of ruined it. And, you know, there's a whole lot of controversy around him as a person, and I think some of it's very true and some of it's not. In a lot of ways, some of it I chalk up to him being a young guy who got famous really quick and is honestly too busy to be able to keep track of everything, which is a mismanagement issue, and it falls on his shoulders. But like, sometimes things just aren't perfect when they should be, but they just aren't. But yeah, I think he grew too big too fast. Doesn't know how to handle it still. So is the idea to fill up the white area with stone. I am figuring, okay, so we're building a survival island for Viking, right? There's gonna be a cave area underneath where this shipwreck is. And right now we are thickening out the walls so the cave isn't like right up to the edge of the island. So I am filling it up to the outline, right? Since it's curves inward. I'm filling it into the outline, and that makes all these walls thicker. And then we will kind of start creating a dome shape inwards. And since you asked, just a quick reminder again for everybody. I know I said last call, apparently I was full of crap, I didn't mean to be, but anybody who becomes a Twitch sub or a YouTube member today gets a creaking put in the island to harass Viking. He's gonna have to be here for 10 days, real days, and he will only be allowed to bring one item with him. So creakings will be a real headache for him. We are currently up to 16. This is a today only thing, last stream of the cycle. So if you want a creaking, want to add a creaking to the pile to harass Viking during his time, you are pre-ordering his suffering. 1 sub / 1 channel member equals 1 creaking to bother Viking. It's great. Usually when I do these types of things, you know, you're paying to bother me in some way, but no, you are paying today to bother Viking, so this works out really nicely for me. Oops. Sweet 16 Island. Just gonna check Twitch real quick. 1 sub. Now I'm paranoid the thingy is broke. Stone farm would be a good thing to do. I'm not sure at this point it would really be worth the time investment. I don't think it would take much longer. I mean, it'd be a good thing to have. Is my... Oh. Yeah, sorry. For a second I thought my chat was mixed, but no, it's just that the YouTube chat is far more active than the Twitch chat. Sweet 16 Island. I'm gonna be honest, I don't get the joke. Josh, I gotta try brown cheese from Norway. I mean, I am a lover of cheese. I don't know the deal with it. I don't know anything about cheese from Norway. What's it like? Is there any other cheese you can compare it to? Yep, we are at 16 creakings. It's your first fully automatic stone farm planned for 1 to 2 hours. How fast is it though? I mean, I guess I could AFK it. I might look into that tonight, because that could be worth it. I know there's the design that involves a creep. Now, does it require a TNT duper? Because Viking and I haven't discussed if dupers are cool on Everwake. I lean towards not making that decision without him. Although, honestly, we have the ability to make enough TNT, it might not even be necessary. We're actually getting pretty close, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think we only got this section for thickening the wall. Let me go grab some of the more cobblestone, or stone. A few thousand an hour? Okay. Yes, duper is involved. But it might not necessarily need to be. Like, I can make a heck of a lot of TNT, so that might be worth it, because we do have the creeper farm, and the creeper farm has so much gunpowder. That might be an idea. And then we got a huge sugarcane farm as well. Oh wait, but you need sand. That's okay. Sand's not too big of an issue. I mean, I think we're good on sand, plus tons of other sand that we can easily get. And we're dipping into the second chest. Yikes! Stream will probably go another 15-20 minutes, and then we will be calling it. Mostly, I mean, I'll be doing the same thing I'm doing right now, but for a little bit longer. But not having to split my attention means I can work just a little bit faster. And speed is key. So we are actually genuinely getting close to a last call. Just a reminder, this is a survival island for Viking. Anybody who becomes a Twitch sub or a channel member, today you are buying a creaking for you're pre-ordering Viking Suffering for his survival island. Just a friendly reminder to give me money. That's something I'm not sure I'll ever get used to as a streamer. It's part of what put me off from streaming for so long is I'm like, you know, just having to ask for money. It just feels so cringe sometimes, but I look at streaming as internet busking, basically. It's like, well, yeah, I'm entertaining you and I'm asking for tips. It's fine if you watch and you don't, but I do highly appreciate it. Anyway, that's the streamer talking about you giving him money speech of the day. I don't know. Sometimes I'm also like, oh, am I doing it too much? But I do appreciate it. It's what makes my career possible. And I do love doing this, making these videos, doing these streams. It is what I was put on this earth to do. Shaders. Creaking is not that annoying, is it? It's not, but it is really annoying when there's 16 of them. And particularly if you don't have a lot of gear and armor. When do I give the world back to Viking? 5 days. I got 5 days to get this island done. Thankfully, this is the last thing I have to do, but yep, it's a big thing to do, that's for sure. I got still quite a bit of work ahead of me. Back to Jort Storm. That's what I'm talking about. Jort Storm's coming tonight. Jort Storm's coming. So you better start running fast. It's a chase. It's my favorite build in Everwake. Clock Tower, without a doubt. The Nether Portal's really good. But just pure time and energy and magnificence, Clock Tower is my favorite build. I like how Blue Haven came out to a degree, but it's not quite up to a standard that I like seek out. I don't know, there's something about it that I feel like I missed the mark a little bit on. So okay. All right. Wall has been thickened. Right? There's no parts we're missing. Oh, I actually built that. That's fine. Yup. I think the wall has been thickened at all parts. So it is time to actually start building the next layer. Let's go. Oh, hi guys. Oh man. All right, let's see. Where do we want to start this layer? Probably here. That feels right to me. So what we're gonna do to start out is just build a ring around the entire edge. Maya, you have a paradox. You want to lose your... You both want to win and lose your soccer game. Why would you want to lose? If you ever try Norwegian brown cheese, please put it on waffles. I promise you won't regret it. Well, that's fascinating. Noted. Something only Southerners, North American Southerners will appreciate. Anybody here ever been to a Waffle House? I feel like most people have heard of Waffle House, but having actually been to Waffle House is a different story. I love me some Waffle House. That is some good food. It's not good for you. It's cheap, but it's delicious. And you never leave a Waffle House feeling hungry. You're always satisfied. It's tricky to get back up to. Waffle House is a mood, especially at 2 a.m. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I should tell you all a funny story that involves a Waffle House. Waffle House is a very minor part of the story, but Waffle House at 2 a.m. is why this reminds me. I have only been to Waffle House late at night, very, very few occasions in my life, but one of them was in high school. So I have a friend. We'll call him Noah. Noah has had a story that he loved talking about. What did he call it? It was like, I think it was a ham. So to make this, he tells this story. It takes 45 minutes for him to tell it every time, and I listened to him tell it many, many times. But it was a very legendary story, and it involved him and his friends leaving a full ham on one of their other friends' doorsteps, and that led to the cops getting called and them having to apologize. Not him, but his friends having to apologize. Is a whole thing. It was a heck of a story. So one day, we're out late at a Waffle House, just hanging out. He's like, you know what? I could really go for Ham Story Round 2. And I'm like, yeah, I'd be down. I'd be down. So we can't, you know, it's 1 a.m, so we can't get ourselves a full ham. None of the grocery stores are open. So at a gas station, we find ourselves a can of Spam, and we get a marker and we just cross out the S and P and put H on it. So it's ham. It's totally ham. And we also get ourselves, I think it was either mayonnaise or ranch. And we go to our friend's house. And the plan is we're gonna leave this can here and we're gonna take the ranch and we're gonna make a pentagram out of the ranch or mayonnaise and put the Spam in it. And then it's Pentaham. Operation Pentaham. So Operation Pentaham, it's me, Noah, and one other guy. I can't remember, to be honest, because it's been many years at this point. So we get there, and it's, mind you, it's 1 a.m. in a relatively nice neighborhood. We're at our friend's house. Everybody's asleep. So we pull up, and the first thing that goes wrong is the dog starts barking. So we're like, oh crap. Okay, we're gonna wake everybody up. So we hide. We hide so the dog can't see us. Dog calms down. Okay, start sneaking up. Dog starts barking again. Oh god. Oh no. Okay, hide. I don't know if this is working out. All right, we'll try it one more time. The dog's calmed down, and dog starts barking. Oh no. There's a light that just came on in the window. Okay, we need to get out of here. So we leave. We book it, right? Operation Pentaham, total failure. We go our separate ways. We don't think anything of it. 6 months later, the friend that we were trying to prank, his sister is like, oh yeah, like we had to install this huge security system. Like there's some people who tried to break into our house at like 1 a.m. Me and Noah are talking to her and we're like, when was this? Oh yeah, it was about 6 months ago. Me and Noah slowly look at each other. Oh yeah, we like, you know, it was a whole thing. We installed like a $10,000 security system. We alerted the neighborhood watch, sent out an email to everybody. Yeah, we saw them. My friend wasn't, you know, her brother, the friend we were trying to prank. My friend was away at summer camp that weekend, so he didn't see it. But my parents saw it, and they watched these 3 different cars book it out of their driveway at 1 a.m. And like 2 minutes later, you know, they called the cops and were apparently awake the whole time. And the cops showed up apparently like a minute or 2 after we left. So yeah, that was almost Operation Pentaham made a poor family buy a very expensive security system and a lot of fear and trouble. Oh, that's probably the most like scumbag teenager thing I ever did, but it sure does make a good story. You started a security system and almost got arrested. Yeah, so from there we came clean, right? And like, please don't tell your parents. She's like, well, obviously I gotta tell my parents so they don't think there's just burglars who are targeting our house. And I don't think we actually got in too much trouble, but we felt really, really bad. It was something else, that's for sure. Okay, so that's the first layer. Build this up a little bit higher. You started a security system and almost got arrested. I mean, I think we were like 16, 17, and at the end of the day, it was a practical joke. So we wouldn't have gotten in too much trouble regardless, but yeah, we narrowly dodged a lot more stress. All right, genuinely, stream ends in 2 minutes. So last call, if anybody wants to get themselves a creaking on Viking's behalf, just one last reminder. This is a survival island for Viking. He's gonna have to spend 10 real life days here. And if anybody who becomes a channel member or a Twitch subscriber today, one member slash sub equals one creaking that will be hidden in this island. We're up to 16. So this is the final call. But yep, we are going to end here in just a second. Thank you all for being here. It's been a great stream. I know a little bit quieter and more basic than usual, but I'm hard at work. And yeah, this video is going to be one of my best ones in a while. I'm really excited for you all to see it because I have done a lot this month. I've got something pretty special in the works for this one. It is very building heavy, but I also did some fun things, telling a very good story, even commissioned an animator for a scene. Like, we went all out. 17 new subs, you say? What stat? Where's the stat? Have I missed any? A little bit quieter and... I might have missed one on Twitch. Just in case, there's no harm in it. We will add one extra one. Oh, it's my sub goal. Oh, well, in that case, hey guys, one more sub gets me my sub goal. Please, please. I'd appreciate that heavily. That's total, 17 subs total. Got it. Ah. Yeah, you can tell I'm still very much a Twitch amateur. Just round up to 20. The accidental caps makes that way funnier. All right, guys. I think that's where we're going to be ending it. Thank you again so much for coming out to the stream. Yeah, I'm really excited for y'all to see this episode. It's going to be a special one. Oh, gift sub, check Twitch. Thank you, Megan. Did we get a gifted sub? Yeah. You can tell I'm still... Maddie Green got gifted a sub. I don't know how to tell who gifted it, but thank you. Thank you for gifting a sub. Maddie, welcome. I hope you enjoy your sub. And really quick, one more for the day. 17 total creakings to bother Viking with. That's a good amount. I'm excited. That should be nice and pesky for him. Thank you again, everybody. And yeah, Vikings time will be starting, I think, on Monday, unless I give it to him earlier, because if I somehow manage to finish earlier than that. So that is that. And yeah, this will be my last stream of my cycle. Not sure if I have any streams planned for next month. I'll have to let you know. Keep a lookout on my Discord if you want to stay up to date. But yeah, my episode should be out in like 2 weeks, something like that. Other than that, I will see y'all later. Did I miss anything? Now 19. Why are people saying 19? No, Josh, you need another creaking. Oh my god. Oh my god, all the creaking. Okay, there was another sub. I keep trying to end the stream and then y'all are surprising me. Thank you guys. All right, we are up to 18. Right? Amid a hype train. I think the hype train's happening just because we're finishing the stream. But thank you again, everybody. I can't keep doing this. If I missed any, say something in my Discord. But yes. See you guys later. Bye!